Hello! I thought I'd do a horn solo at the end of the song for no reason other than I thought I'd do a horn solo. So today, the plan is we're gonna do the silage. Hope you guys enjoyed this morning's video. I figured I'd have a bit of fun with it. Unfortunately, the plumbing edit I tried to do to that mower didn't work. Hey, Danny the Gamer, TJC Dylan, EJ, Simulator Gaming, Traff, Jag980, Louis Chisnell. They matter if I didn't say you already, I think I might have. How are we all doing today? Hope we're all doing well. I have coffee. Chris, how are we now? Liam, I don't have any bale wrapping equipment. I don't have any way of making silage bales, and I'm not going to cheat it in. I was toying with the idea, but I've decided not to cheat bale wrapping equipment in. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do pit silage this time around. And hopefully next time we do silage it will be half and half. Or bale silage. Hey, Matt! Fancy coffee. Oh, that's minus 100. What happens when I read chat? So let's use the Fiat for some silage goodness. We only have a forage wagon available. I saw some people saying that I could only use a forage harvester for silage. I'm not going to even include that in the list of stuff to go into the wheel because that would be too limiting. New Holland Farm, hello. And K&D as well, hello, hello, hello. And Ginger Steve. I have the small lawnmower. I do have the small lawnmower, which is probably never going to get used again, quite honestly. Because that thing is glitchy as hell. It is really, really bad for doing pretty much anything. That's why I only used it briefly in the video. I didn't realize quite how bad it was until I started using it. That's why there's not many push mowers in Farm Sim, is that they're incredibly difficult to do. You learned how Agco in case New Holland came to be last night. Very nice. Stew, hello. How are we today? We are good today. You didn't realize Fiat was such a big deal in the agro world. In much the same way as you wouldn't realize Mitsubishi or Honda would be such a big deal in the aviation world. Is this the same save game as my videos? Yes. This is basically just 2 hours of progress and off-camera work. Every time I stream, it's just off-camera work and progressing things on so that the series doesn't last forever and we get stuff actually done. That's how we're running through seasons as quickly as we are. Can't wait for FS19, neither can I. I'm really looking forward to that. Really looking forward to getting my hands on that and giving it a go. Some very interesting stuff indeed coming up in FS19. How? How what? Model Farmer. I think you said you asked something about console and failed to misspell console, so... Or something to that effect, because all I can see in chat is how. Didn't know. That's fine. I mean, usually, well, I say usually, some people do have different saves for streams and for videos. I know that myself and Landy Kid both do the same thing, which is the streams are extensions of the videos, or the videos are extensions of the streams, whichever way around you want to look at it. And, oh god, is it going to do this crap? Oh, it was just a bit too close to the end, okay. We kind of merge both into the same save game. How am I doing? I'm doing good today, Chris. Doing very good indeed. Can't wait for Shamrock on Xbox. Well, if you didn't know, and Landy did put this out in his Discord this morning, mod testing is on hold again. Mod testing is on hold again. As FS19 QA is obviously a priority for Giants. It's the obvious priority. As much as it sucks for you guys and for me, because I love seeing new mods on the mod hub, I love seeing all that stuff. I love seeing if there's anything really cool and interesting. Giants aren't obligated to bring out, to release mods on the mod hub, and at the end of the day, their priority is always going to be FS19 and the new game. So I'd honestly prefer to see the QA guys go over to FS19 full time, and Giants to just shut down the mod hub entirely to ensure that. Why isn't my now playing working, by the way? To ensure that 19 is as good as it can possibly be for us, for me, for you guys, when it releases. Why is my now playing not working? Oh, it's because I updated Pretzel and it's broken something. Yeah, hang on, I've got to just go through Pretzel here real quick and fix this. All settings, get rid of that. What's playing? Notify only when live. File output, right track input file. Pretzel desktop, and I need to create a new text file. Called now playing. Save. And that should now. Why is that not working? Users on that local programs, Pretzel desktop. Because it didn't save. Oh, it's now playing that text. Yes. Should now be working. Why is it not working? What's the desktop? Why is it not working? Pretzel output's broken. Any news on Peter J's 148? No news whatsoever. My favorite thing for FS19, the immersion. The amount of immersion that FS19 is gonna bring. How do you zoom in using the menu thingy? Zoom into what? Using what menu thingy? Hello Alex, by the way. Hello to everybody who's come in the last couple of minutes. Irish Steve, Scuba Steve, hello. It's not working because it's been daved. It's not working because for some reason it's not recognizing the file. So you know, I'm going to take a couple of minutes again and try and get this working. So now playing that text. Yes, I want to replace it. Okay. See users under app data, local, programs, Pretzel desktop. Now playing .text. Yes. Hang on, why don't I just choose that new text document that mysteriously appeared? Okay, swap that to now plain.txt. And swap this to now plain.txt. And can I refresh this at all? No. Yeah, it's just not gonna work. Good! That's gonna be fun after the stream. Hello, Twitchy and Flaming Coco. Did I see to get the season pass with a good base game on console? It's €90. It's probably cheaper. This is rare that I'll say this. It's probably cheaper to get the season pass on console than it is to get the game and all the DLCs. There is no PC version for the season pass, so that is a console exclusive thing. And I remember the reason was given for that, and I can't remember what it was. I think it's because PC can have more mods, and it's kind of a balancing. Hey, it's working! It's kind of a balancing act that Giants are playing now. Hey, Pretzel output's working now. Good. You guys can see what songs are playing again. Also, yes, this is a cup that is see-through, or a mug that's see-through. And made of glass, so I'm slightly scared of it. How am I doing? I'm doing good. What is Peter J's 148? It is a 148 made by Peter J, yup boy. It is a Massey Ferguson 148 that Peter J is working on. I'm not sure if it's coming out. Now, to your messages admitted into the chat. Sometimes YouTube will do that where it just doesn't show messages up. Steve, I've had it happen a couple of times in Landy streams. It seems like there's a random bug going around on that, and I don't know why. I don't know what causes it. But yeah, sometimes YouTube just won't show messages. Can I play Baltic Sea? Do you mean ETS 2? I guess I could. Except I don't have the DLC. That would be the main kind of sticking point there. I do not have in my possession the DLC for Beyond the Baltic Sea in Euro Truck Simulator 2. No, it's FD. FD. It's a map for FS17. Oh! Probably not, because I'm super picky with maps and it's not out yet. I'm confused. I think Matt might be talking about ETS. I probably won't play the Baltic Sea map just because I'm super picky at maps. And I'm honestly, the primary reason, I'm really enjoying Shamrock Valley, and I've not enjoyed a map like this in a long, long time. Which is why I'm spamming you guys with content about from this map. I am absolutely loving it. It's also why there are weird, different videos coming out from me as well. So I'm just getting these wonderful ideas in my head box. Using 4G, your Wi-Fi broke. Well, fix it, DJ. Fix your Wi-Fi. And don't forget to leave a like. If you are enjoying, guys, do hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. For those of you who haven't heard, there is going to be an announcement from me, hopefully fairly soon. I'm waiting for kind of everything to be finalized and set in stone so that I can really announce it and say, give you guys the details that I can give you guys. Which is why I'm being so very vague about it. There is an announcement coming soon. I promise. I'm working with the others involved to get everything sorted out and get the details all finalized so that I can give you guys all the news that I can as soon as I can. Hey Nathan, I have told some people what the big news is, the big news announcement. But Yanis can verify there is literally like, there is nothing really I can talk about yet. I've told Yanis what it is, there's nothing really worth talking about yet because there's no hard set in stone times or dates or anything yet, and it'll all be revealed when the time is right. But it is something that is it stunned me when I found out, when I was asked. It's worth the wait, trust me. It's gonna be worth the wait. When it's something that stuns me by its awesomeness, and stuns Chris by its awesomeness, and stuns literally everybody who's heard about it by its awesomeness, it's something big. It's huge. Huge. Yep, that's exactly it, Yanis. I don't want to jinx it too much. So I keep saying hopefully I'll have an announcement. Shamrock doesn't remind you of Ireland, and the only part of Ireland you've really seen is my bedroom. Yeah, my bedroom is not a fair representation of the country. What are we on about? You haven't heard about it? A secret bit of news that I have, Nathan, that I'm not really openly talking about. Told a few people what it is. Jimmy could be a good watch tonight, actually, yeah, with Dirt Rally 2, and I'll be judging it harshly. Oh, I should mention as well, thanks to Jack Swift, aka Jack Maxim, I, last night bought, I probably shouldn't have, but I did. I bought Forza Horizon 4. Oh, ETS 2? I thought he was playing Dirt Rally 2. I thought Dirt Rally 2 was supposed to come out today. Hey, Wilson Agri. Oh, if it's ETS, he's gonna have Minty, and he's going to go like 300 miles an hour in Minty. Minty, his man truck. Forza Horizon 4 is amazing. How would you know, Steve? You've only played the demo, as have I. But one thing will be said of my time with Forza Horizon 4 in advance. I will have a PLP 50, it will be souped up to the nines, and I will crash it quite a lot. Also, if Landy does any content on it, you will be seeing me in that content, because I will intentionally build the most ridiculous car I possibly can, just to annoy Landy. Hey Ryan. I've honestly, Ginger, I've played better demos. The demos are really good, ooh. Forza's a good game. Forza Motorsport 7 was bad. It was really bad and I didn't like it at all. But Forza Horizon 4 isn't trying to be a serious game, it's trying to be a fun game, so I'm gonna give it a lot more leeway than I gave Motorsports. Paint all your cars hot pink. Probably the P50, probably Yanis, yes. You'll know me if Landy's doing any content on it, because I'll be the guy in the most ridiculous car around. Hey Brendan, how you doing today, dude? The endless ramming. My problem with Forza Motorsport is the tyre physics don't make any sense to me. The tyre model makes absolutely zero sense to me. And the grip just kind of comes and goes as it wishes. I'm doing good, Brendan. Oh, and the farmer, hello. How you doing today, dude? So those of you just joining, we're doing silage right now. It looks like we'll actually get it all done today, which is either a good or a bad thing. I do want to do some pricing today as well. I want to price some stuff. Well, let's see. Sell Dave! One Dave for sale. 5 trillion euro or nearest offer. Dave needs to be rich. Before the veterans, you use the tire physics more than other similar games, so you're a little biased. Real clock is 7:27. 17:27, Carl. 5:27 PM here in Ireland. Just joined on. Very good. You can smell bacon cooking. Very nice indeed. I'm having, so I've been told, chicken curry for dinner. I'm a happy bunny. Richard Hennigan, or Hennigan. I'll say Hennigan. It looks like Hennigan more than Hennigan. Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to the RainbowDave Madhouse. Hope you enjoy your stay. So let's do some pricing real quick, because I want to have a look at something here. If I were to sell off the Husqvarna, it would be, and I'm going to get my phone out for this, because I want to sell all the Husqvarna stuff. So can I get calculator up on this? There's calculator, there we go. So 2016 plus 463 plus 61 plus 276. 2,816 I'd get for all of that. And 5,900. So that'd be a bit short. Just that bolognese is very nice. How did Chris get his logo? I think he made it himself, Owen. A lot of YouTubers, if you're asking how they got their logos, either they made it themselves or they paid good money to get an artist to do it for them. Like my logo, the RainbowDave logo, is actually I actually commissioned an artist to make it. Paid real life money to somebody to make my logo. I'm quite happy with it still. You love ketchup with curry? No! That ruins a curry. Is there an app or something for it? Yeah, it's called Photoshop, and fiddling around with that until you find something you like. Or Paint, or GIMP, or Paint.net. Do I use keyboard? Yes, I'm using keyboard at the moment because I can't be bothered setting the wheel up. But I do use a wheel as well. Fiverr is a fantastic place. That's actually where I found the guy who did my my logo. Try it. No, I'm not going to try it because I like curry. And I like not being sick. A keyboard I'm using, an Alrelli something or other. It's a cheap one from Amazon that has fake Cherry MX Blue fake Cherry MX Blue switches. Let's not listen to that noise. And unlike Landy, I do have mature mode switched off on Pretzel. Rupert, how am I? I'm good. How are you? How much have I played FS17? I actually had a look before I started the stream, so I can give you the exact numbers. 1,000... Let me double check now. 1,874 hours. is the amount of time I have in FS17. Almost all of which is on the channel. Ketchup with pizza I can understand. What's way nicer with pizza is garlic mayonnaise. Or garlic sauce with pizza. That is just delicious. Just dipping pizza into garlic sauce. Ooh! Yes. I love when pizza places give you like the garlic mayonnaise or whatever it is, the garlic sauce with your pizza, because it's just like, oh, this pizza is getting slathered in garlic. All of the garlic on my pizza. Garlic dip with pizza is heaven. Yes. It's just correct. If somebody were to make a garlic stuffed crust pizza, I would be very, very happy indeed. And chips. I don't need chips to be well. Probably do now. When I ate lots of pizzas, I didn't need chips with them, but now they upset my stomach, so I don't tend to eat as many pizzas. They tend to be like random treats instead of just like, it's Tuesday, I'm having a pizza. I'm not going to count that as a crash, by the way, because... Oh. Because my joystick was causing that, and I didn't realize it. Am I a fan of Dagger survival roleplay videos? I don't watch farm sim videos, Carl. I don't watch farm sim videos at all. It's just a personal choice that I've made to avoid... Basically, one of the main reasons is to... Number one, I'll tell you both the reasons, because there's two. Number one, so that I don't get burnt out of farm sim super fast. Number two, so that I don't accidentally copy people, because I like some ideas that people have, and you'll notice that some of the stuff I've been doing on Shamrock has been kind of inspired by the way Sim plays the game and the way Sim does his videos on Sandy Bay with Dr. Declan and all that, and I've done my own kind of spin on it with Dara, who just keeps giving me pain, and he will continue to give me pain, I promise you that. But it's not liking or disliking anybody. Like, I don't watch Landy's videos and he's a good friend of mine. I don't watch Sims and he's a good friend of mine. I don't talk to Daggerman much. I've spoken to him briefly a few times. Every YouTuber has a Fiat on this. You see, I started the Fiat craze. I am a trendsetter. I got a Fiat and everybody else was like, oh my god, Dave is so right. I need a Fiat on this map. Like, everybody's secretly praising me by getting a Fiat. They're all showing that I am truly the greatest farm sim vehicle chooser of all time. Alternatively, the Fiat was just an obvious choice because everybody in Ireland has a fascination with Fiats. But I prefer my idea. I don't know why, but I prefer the idea that everybody's praising me as the greatest chooser of vehicles. So before somebody runs off and starts screaming that everybody's copying me, no, the second one's probably the more likely option. Is just the Fiat's the bloody obvious choice for this map. I don't know who watches me do what. You know, for all I know, Daggerman might be here right now, chilling out and watching, lurking away. And I don't think he is, but for all I know, he is. If he is, he shouldn't be afraid to talk in chat. He does have a spanner. I went into the dashboard and gave him a spanner if he does ever decide to show up. So you guys know it's the real him. I'm not trying ketchup on my curry. I'm copying PewDiePie because we both do YouTube. Thing is, if I do copy someone, it is 110% just an accident, or we both conveniently had the same idea. Well, I suppose even the second option is still an accident. It's either coincidence or we both had the same idea at the same time. Because I've done it with Sim before, we both brought out effectively the same video on the same day. And I think there was one occasion where me, Landy, and Sim all had the same idea for a video. And all three of them came out at the exact same time of the same day. And it was just like, well, this is awkward, isn't it? On Monday. Here's another example of just the way that YouTube kind of converges at times. On Monday, Sim was actually going to do forestry during his stream. If I have 1 million subs, then what am I going to do? Enjoy the fact that I got 1 million subs? Hope that I've still got a community, because if I don't, I'll probably quit YouTube. But on Monday, Sim was going to do forestry, and I decided kind of randomly that I wanted to do a forestry stream, and Landy, coincidentally, in his stream was doing forestry. It would have ended up as the three of us doing forestry, because I did it. Sim decided against it. It is minus 100 for hitting the gate, yes. And it's actually minus 100 for hitting the tree in the field as well. But nobody noticed. Turning silage right now in the fields next to... It's very late in the year for silage, Massey, isn't it? Silage in September? Nearly October? Bales... I still think it's fairly late in the year. Then again, it's been a strange year with the snow delaying first cut and then the heat wave delaying second cut. It's just a strange year for silage in general, I think. It's been the norm the last few years. Oh, okay. Oh, you did third cut. Very nice, Brendan. I thought a third cut would be really pushing it this year with the weird weather we've had. I'm gonna leave this up to you guys, because I'm struggling to decide. Am I a farmer in real life? No. I've worked in agriculture. I've worked in a lab for agriculture before, but I am not a farmer, nor have I ever been. But I'm gonna leave this decision up to you guys, because I've been mulling it over pretty much all night last night, all of today so far as well. Should I swap the Husqvarna for a Profi hopper? Because I do want to have some sort of lawnmower on this map. I think the Husqvarna is a really good fit. The problem with that is it is quite small and quite awkward at times. The Profi hopper, I know how it works. I know how to get it to work properly and all that. Hey, Glengar. Yes, yes. You're thinking about becoming an agricultural scientist? Massey, if you are, then two subjects you'll want to learn about, depending on which side of things you want to go into. Chemistry would be number one, because then you could do soil chem and, you know, silage and grass analysis, which are a huge, huge part of agricultural science. But you could also do something like microbiology and do a lot of work with the animals, a lot more of the stuff like BVD testing. What's the name of it? I think it's mastitis tests on dairy cows and stuff like that. Would require microbiology knowledge. So you've kind of got two different paths you could take. You could go pure biology or pure chemistry, and you could get in both ways. Really? What is the question? Should I swap the Husqvarna for the Profi Hopper? Get a Husqvarna more, it's way better. Husqvarna must stay. Well, here's kind of a secondary question then. If I keep the Husqvarna, do I get a Profi Hopper as well? Do you think it would be okay if I ran both? Had the Husqvarna for doing the animals and then the Profi Hopper for doing like the other stuff. Am I Landy? No. Landy's far uglier than I am. No, yes. No, just stick to the tiny more. Thing is, I want to do some bigger mowing as well. Am I a mechanic? No. By education, I am a scientist. I actually have a Bachelor of Science in biomedical science, which I'm not allowed to. Legally, I'm not allowed to do this. Do it as a job because I don't have the right affiliations. I don't have the right membership since it's a protected title, so I'm legally not allowed to call myself a biomedical scientist. Hence why I'm just a scientist. As far as nice, too small, no bigger mowing. I will probably get the Profi up at some point. I'm just trying to figure out if now is the right point. Because I want to, we'll say for the shops, it'll be much easier with a Profi Hopper. I'm gonna get a Profi Hopper. I've decided I'm getting a Profi Hopper. I'm basically what you're going or hoping to be unemployed? You want to be unemployed? I don't plan on getting a big M, Steve. It's literally just I want a bigger small more. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on cheat money real quick. And we're gonna get rid of the push more because that is atrocious. That is actually terrible. Luckily I only got it as a joke, so I'm not too caught up about getting rid of it. We'll get a Profi Hopper in. And that is going to be the municipal council vehicle. Hey, Sylvan. You meant the scientist bit. Okay. Husqvarna's fine. I will be keeping the Husqvarna, Denise. Don't worry. The Husqvarna's going nowhere. The Husqvarna's going to do the animal work. The Profi Hopper is just for doing stuff outside the farm, like mowing here, and around the shops, and the roundabout. So don't worry, the Husqvarna is going nowhere. I've decided. Your thermonuclear scientist working under top secret conditions, the whole watch by MI6. That's great, except you'd actually be watched by MI7. MI6 is international, MI7 is UK only. Hey, Random Collection, how you doing today? The mower. Oh my god, Ernie. That was terrible. You should feel ashamed of yourself, Ernie, for that pun. You really should. MI5. I might have meant MI5. I knew MI7 sounded wrong. MI7's the super secret one that nobody even knows exists. How's it going? It's going good, dude. No, Glengar, not at the moment. I am waiting on a reply from the people involved. To further arrangements and get everything sorted. I'll probably need to give them a lot of information. To get everything sorted. Say, Terre. Don't buy a Big M. I will not buy a Big M, Denise. That is way too big, and I agree with you. If it was a 400 series Big M, like there is an FS19, I'm happy. Yeah, I'd get like a Big M 450 in a heartbeat on this map. Because it makes sense. I've seen them. Big M 500, no. No. Too big. He's too big. He's no feet. The FBI is watching the stream now. The FBI is always watching the stream. Hi, Agent Smith. It's just the name of the iPad. Well, I read what name is in chat, so your name is Denise. Do I have a mod list? No. Your name is Lee, but chat said it's Denise, so I'll read Denise. And I already said 420. Because the 420 is a model of Big M, Jack. Chrome make the Big M 420, which is slightly smaller than the Big M 450. It's got a slightly smaller engine. But I believe it's just the 450 is confirmed for FS19. Door behind me. I'd be really impressed if a bunch of armored guys came out of that, because that's my wardrobe. The Narnia Police Department's out in force today, guys. They're all hiding in my wardrobe. Are there any 500s in the north or south of Ireland? I don't know, Ernie. I don't know if there's any 500s even in this island, or on this island. 2 years and you thought it was a door. It's my wardrobe! It's the chat says Denise! Hey, SP! Door beside me. Yes, there is a door beside me there. Not there. That is wardrobe. Door is there. Oh, not even visible. Yeah, the magical food hand is where the door is. When I get handed random food midstream, that's where the door is. Hey, Sim. Well, yeah. It's, there we go. How goes it, Mr. Simulate? How is head? How is your head today, sir? Because you were not in a happy way last night. Did you seriously think that was a door? Did you ever notice the magic hand never came from what you thought was a door? I think I've just broken Massey, who was for some reason under the impression my wardrobe was a door. 6 hours, 1.1 million profit. Yeah, that's the problem with poplars in my eyes, is just the amount of time you need to put in. If Glengar could get a McHale tractor, he would. If there was a McHale tractor, Glengar would use nothing but a McHale tractor. Okay. Sorry, I'm just checking to see if there was any reply to the email I sent. And the answer is no. Stop with the notifications, phone! Not hyped about fir trees. Did you ever see a Ford 4100? Maybe. Massey.ext has stopped responding. Yeah. I've broken him, I'm sorry. Hey Paul, how you doing today, dude? If you're enjoying the stream, guys, feel free to hit that like button and feel free to subscribe as well. Jim's house, hello. EJ, hello. How are you doing today, dude? How am I doing? I'm doing great as well. Just had my favorite set of noodles. Because I do, me being me, I do have a favorite set of noodles for breakfast. Hey, Solar. You've made doors before as well. Yeah. Do you know what's even worse, Massey? Do you know what's even worse? That wardrobe's from IKEA. That is about as generic as you can get. It's an IKEA wardrobe, as is my desk. And honestly, like, I seen the new pot pasta. No, I don't do like pot noodles anymore, Silver. My mother has found these things. Apollo Dan Ball, which are I think French, and she started finding them for, I think it was €1 in a shop in town. She went to the next town over and she's managed to find them for 79 cents. And they're huge! Like, there's tons of noodles and stuff in them. Thoroughly recommend. They are really nice. And they come with little plastic forks, so you don't even have to do any washing up. You can just throw the entire thing away. Hey, Reese, buddy! How you doing today, dude? Where do I live? In a house. I really am lazy. That's not lazy, that's actually a really simple idea. They're intended as like lunchtime snacks, but they're easier to have as breakfast. We're in Ireland, in a house. Hey, CD. I woke up after. Well, yeah, that's exactly it, Sim. It is basically a lunch. I did, however, crack out the fancy cappuccino cup today. Look at this thing! It's frosted glass, and I'm terrified of it. What town or village? I'm not saying that, Denise, or Lee, or whatever your name actually is. I'm not telling you what town I live in. I live in County Tipperary, and that's the closest you'll get to hearing the town. Because, spoiler alert, I don't live in Tip Town. call being productive. Well, having noodles for breakfast. I'd call that actually a really bad idea. So do you, so does Glengar. Good song by Blondie. Blondie still got it actually. I saw her in concert a few years ago. She's actually still got it. She sounds and looks really good for her age. Most of the mods don't even know the town I live in. By the way, I tell very few people because I am super secretive. You live in Circulalot. Why do you live in Circulalot, Massey? That was the wrong button. Oh, it's doing the... No, that's good. Yeah, every time I need to talk to Simba where I live, I actually have to remind him where I live. I'm sorry, Massey, but I'm a Robot Wars fan. Every time I see Sir, it's immediately followed by Kill-A-Lot. Let's actually do some mowing with the little Profi Hopper for funsies. I love how it's showing the rear lights as being on. There are no rear lights on the Profi Hopper. But the joy of this is it is a much better municipal style mower because it actually has lights. That's why I don't tell people ASPs. Like, when I inevitably snap and go on some sort of weird rampage, Interpol will never know because nobody actually knows where I live. It's not even so. It's spelled Sir. If you spell something Sir and pronounce it differently, you're saying it wrong. I live in Tipperary. That's the name of the county, yes. But not the name of the town. And your language is wrong. Okay, I have to admit I really like the green color Oxy's giving the grass in autumn. Because mowing it looks so much more legit. Probably don't live in Ireland at all. Actually, for all you know, I actually still live in the UK. Liam Sheedy's back as Hurling manager. I don't know if that's going to change much. The mentality of the team needs to change. I don't know if changing the manager is going to do much. Probably live in Bangladesh. How many years are in the pit? Let's have a look. 204,476. I live in Northern Ireland. The magic food hand with Irish accent, that's strong. That's true. Cian, trying to guess will just get you timed out, so don't even try. Because it's creepy and stalkerish. Like, I don't get what the fascination is with where people live. It's just kind of creepy and stalkerish. And like Glengar's just pointed out, I'm not going to say even if you do guess right. We're a bit stuck. Hey, NHF. We're free. Okay, so I can't do the exact same things with the Profi Hopper that I could with the Husqvarna. That's kind of fine. Yeah, whoop. That was different. Yeah, doing it to random people off the street, you wouldn't like ask random people off the street where exactly they live. Doing it to YouTubers is no different. Just because we put our faces and voices public doesn't mean we want everything to be public. Oh dude, you missed the Husqvarna. That thing could mow sideways. I had it mowing pretty much vertically at one point. Welcome back, Wilson. Hey, biscuits. What's weird about that? It's how Sim meets girls. True fact. He doesn't like doing it, but it's the only way it works for him. He woke up to girls with his phone out, just take a picture of them and then reverse Google search it. Facebook. I figured as much. I figured as much, said. Am I in a relationship? No. Well, I'm in a relationship with Bed. Bed is best friend. Bed is always there. You might be going to Iceland in a few weeks. Very nice. One place I'd love to go at some point, and I don't know if it'll ever happen. I'd love to, but I don't know if it'll ever happen. I'd love to go to Germany at some point. Number one, because I can speak German and I can kind of get around a bit easier there than, you know, Landy or Sim who can't speak German. But number two, I've just always had a fascination with Germany. So I'd love to go there at some point. You're gonna attack Germany to start a new regime. By the way, I'm not going to count any of the crashes or any of the little bumps I do with the Profi Hopper because it's going so very slow that it probably wouldn't do any damage. Germans have a reputation. Yeah, Germans are some of the best people. Like, they've got a bad rep for... basically because their country is just incredibly efficient at everything. But they're some of the nicest, most fun people you could ever meet. And Ginger is correct, I have no idea what you're talking about, Massey. Oh, I thought you were talking about Skyrim. I was gonna say, if you're not talking about Skyrim, I'm completely lost. Got a bad rep from another guy. Yeah, well, yeah, that too, man. Simulator gaming, I'm aware of that. Listertan confirmed that last week or the week before. Or it might have been a few days ago. Time is weird for me right now. But Listertan said to his knowledge there's only going to be one John Deere combine in FS19. That doesn't mean there's not going to be more, it's just that if there are, he doesn't know about them. Which, as Landy has been saying, this is an idea that somebody in this chat, I can't remember, he was actually Austrian. So it should be Austrians that get the bad rep. Oh, this is... I can pass through the... parts of this I can pass through. Germany is one of the coolest countries. That's why I want to go there. I want to actually... I don't know what I'd even do in Germany. Just chill out, I guess. Try some German beer. You're hoping Silver got it wrong about the JD Combine. Unfortunately, no, he was, when he reported it at first, we weren't sure if it was true or not, and I questioned why he was reporting it, because it's a bad idea to report rumors like that anyway. But no, as it turns out, he did the right thing, and, it was verified that there is only going to be the one JD Combine. Play Oblivion. Do I even... I think I might have Oblivion. I don't know which Elder Scrolls games I have. I've got too many games on Steam. Farmsim confirmed it on Facebook today. Oh! It's been confirmed from the top, so it is 100% confirmed. Massey and Ginger. The Elder Scrolls 6 might be set across the entirety of Tamriel. The way games have been going now, it could be just a full Tamriel thing and there'll be load zones in between, like, every region. We'll figure out ways to do the load zones or something. Should be a cool Elder Scrolls game. See you, Fleming Coco. That's just the thought, Massey. You hate this more. I love it. I've loved this more since FS13. It is actually one of my favorite pieces of equipment in farm sim history. Because it's so damn useful. Like, yeah, I usually only use it for weird little tiny things and messing about, but it's so useful in general. Have a point? That'll be a first. Plus, with it not being released for another couple of years, you never know. They might use bits of the Elder Scrolls Online world for it. ESO is set across all the time, but it sucks. Well, yeah, that's what happens when you release an online game based on your IP. It tends to suck. MMOs that are not very good. In general. Why can I not get this one bit of grass? There we go. Resistance is futile. You hope it's set after the events of Skyrim? Probably would be. What is going on over here? Hey, blue gummy bear. You don't play as the chosen one, but then it wouldn't be a game. You have to be like the greatest in history for it to be a proper game. So they're gonna have to one-up Elder Scrolls V, basically making you a god. Maybe you'll actually play as one of the gods. Who knows? That'd be a very different game. ESO's overtaking WoW as best MMO. The thing about ESO is it didn't do well under the subscription model because that's an outdated model that's dying off. And since they went free to play, it's kind of encouraged more people to go with it. Like MMOs now, the subscription model WoW has is really only viable for WoW. Your neighbor bought a new tractor. Very nice, Brendan. He says a one-time fee. Yeah, I mean that's it's a free-to-play model, but you pay an upfront fee. Like there's no subscription required. There's very few games that a subscription model is going to work now. So let's bring this up to the yard. And there is a big part of me tempted to just mow that area, but I'm not going to. Anybody got any news about the console version of this map? As far as I'm aware, the update is not ready yet, FS Legend. It's not been uploaded to Giants, and even if it was, Giants have taken a bit of a step backwards, or step back from testing mods at the moment, because they're focusing on FS19 QA testing, which is definitely something they're better off focusing on than mods. As much as it sucks and as much as it's going to annoy some of you guys, that is the God's honest truth. It is better for Giants to focus on FS19 right now than to focus on mods. Hey, Yuso. Same PC version. Exact same story, PC version. The update is not ready. It'll be the same update going to both PC and console, so the update for one isn't ready, the update for the other also isn't. How's Dave today? Dave is good. Welcome back, Denise Lee, Denise Lee, Denise Lee. So let's get this into the shed here. Let's get out of the wall. Get this into the shed as well. I'm gonna have to find a way to get the front loader up. Because I took it off for something last night and it fell in a really awkward way, and I don't quite know how to get it back up the right way. Don't know where you can get a... Oh, Scania 143M for ETS2. The one that I have is a 143M, and it's from somewhere or other. What is QA testing? It is quality assurance testing, also known as beta testing. Giants are into kind of a crucial point with FS19 right now, because everything's pretty much done, and all that's really left to be done is testing. And that's why they're focusing on that over, you know, mod testing for FS17. Like, in a way it sucks, because it means potentially, I'm not gonna say guaranteed, potentially no more mods for FS19 on the mod hub, and definitely fewer mods for FS17 on the mod hub, and definitely fewer mods for FS17 on the mod hub moving forwards. But it does mean that FS19 will be better on November 20th when it launches. And that's kind of the major point, is like, Giants are trying to get FS19 as good as they possibly can right now. Is there BJ on this map? Yeah, let me just zip down and show you. Here's the BJ. Ooh, here's the BJ. It's down by, what's the story in Ballymore stores. You get 2 big clamps and BJ building itself. So I'm sure there's going to be somebody who's annoyed the Giants have, I'm not going to say stopped, but slowed to a crawl QA or testing on mods. It is definitely for the betterment of the game moving forwards. It's for FS19 QA testing, which is, in my eyes, much more important than mods at this point in the game. So let's load up the Brauhen trailer with more grass that I can turn into silage. What was the name of your one on Ballymore? I don't know. I can't remember anything about Ballymore other than what's the story in Ballymore. It's not Gypsy, it's Gipsy. With an I. Gipsy Hill Stores. Gearbox in FS19. Yeah, Giants have said there's going to be some sort of gearbox. I don't quite know how it works. I don't think they've really finalized 100% how it's going to work. But from what I understand, one of the plans they have for it is that it will just be kind of a shuttle mode like what Drive Control has. Also, the hazards are now on. Blue Gummy Bear, are you happy? Now all the lights are on. You literally can't complain. I've got every light on this tractor turned on. Actually, do I have every light on the tractor turned on? I need to download the update to this from the Frontier server. This is what it was done sounded. There we go. Tractor's in full safety mode. Everybody can see this tractor from miles around. Couldn't find anything, just skins. I'm pretty sure the 143 I have was on the mod hub and or I'm not on the mod hub, but on the workshop, and it went up a while back. If not, it's on like dodgy sites for sure for ETS2 mods. Here we go. Let's get this into the not the BJ, the silage clamp. We'll flatten it down and then we'll sort out the enemies. Let's close the doors because that looks silly. There we go. The doors were the thing that looked silly, not the fact that I've got every light on the tractor turned on. Okay, that's definitely a crash because I can't move. Come on, get out of the... Get unstuck, you absolute git. Come on. Get unstuck! Release me! Release me, foul demon! Hey, I'm free. Hey, James. Alley-oop. Totally logical unloading. It sounds like this that I absolutely love the way the farm sim does physics. Because that makes no sense, but it does at the same time. Hey, Aggravate. So next on the agenda is, whoops.
What you're going to hear about today is nothing short of some
Next on the agenda is put this away, flatten the silage so that it can be clamped up, compacted down, get it ready to go, and then we'll go sort out the animals. Hopefully the silage won't take 40 minutes to compact, but it is the next job that we need to do. Hey Adam! How you doing today, dude? Disrupt it 1.2. Yeah, but it works. It worked still the last time I tested it. It shouldn't change too much. No. Doing silage in real life? Very nice, Adam. Hey, Kieran, how you doing today, dude? Am I using a wheel? No, not today. I'm using keyboard. I'm using the world famous WASDA wheel. I'm doing silage. Why don't you get someone in that knows how to make a proper pit? Because Hill Valley, this is a game. This isn't real life. I'm sorry to break it to you. This is not real life. It's a game. And in games, you sometimes do stuff that isn't true to real life. It might shock you and it might horrify you, but I'm afraid that's a fact of games. I managed to get the wheel fixed. It's not been broken. I've just not been bothered plugging it in. What harvest do I use? Forage wagon, Adam? This is a game at the end of the day. And it's not 100% true to life because it's a game. And it's on a computer. And nothing on a computer is ever 100% realistic. It's the second cut. It was third cut we did today. Oh, for you? Or for me? Because for me it was third cut. Up to 10%. Second for you. I'm not too surprised. Some people got third cuts out. Brendan was saying that he got third cut in real life. Yeah, no, mine's fine. Well, use a tip and use a loader, and you know it's a game. You have this game and do it this way in pits without walls. Good for you doing it your own way. Do you know what's amazing is I can do it my own way too. And my way is doing this. Because I don't have a wheel loader in this save game. And I don't want a wheel loader in this save game. Because I don't think it's necessary to have a wheel loader in the save game. Someone did an 8th cut? That is no way is that in Ireland or the UK. That has to be in like the US. Southern US. Yeah, but for 8th cut? 6th cut, it kind of makes sense to me because the US is... You guys use like alfalfa. It was in Northern Ireland. How the hell did he get 8 cuts done? Did he just... Was he sat in the field all year just watching the grass, and when it grew an inch, was like, ah, time to cut it? Haha! I'll beat everybody this year by doing multiple cuts. All of them 1 inch. I bet he was using a lawnmower. He just had this fleet of lawnmowers going around, cutting his field, so it's a perfect, like, golfing green, but he's trying to use it for farming for some reason. That my impression of it? No, it was my impression of the lunatic that decided 8 cuts was necessary somehow. Four to 6 cuts should be quite normal. I know where you are, Sander, but here in Ireland it's 2 to 3, with 4 being kind of semi-miraculous. It's irrigated hay. So it's that's irrigated. Yeah, two cuts is normal. 3 is more normal now than it used to be. But it's still not kind of generally done. Any more than that is you're really pushing it. Yeah, in most of Northern Europe, you get 2 cuts, maybe 3, and a 4th is just some miracle year where the conditions for grass growth is perfect. You don't get 4 to 6 cut if your livestock are out in the field. Even the fields that livestock never go on here, that's 2 or 3 cuts. Just because of the weather. You know, we don't get much heat, we don't get much sunshine, which is good because it does allow the grass to grow a bit more. But we get so much rain that the grass is kind of saturated a lot of the time. Hey, Via. You've no choice but to irrigate. Yeah. I mean, there's plenty of places where you have no choice. Hey, Jace Agri. Tommy! Here in the Netherlands should be kind of similar. Netherlands is odd. The Netherlands is different. You guys irrigate a lot. Netherlands is massively irrigated land. It's actually, the Netherlands is one of those like places where the farming is done ideally in kind of ideal situations. Hey, Ninja Monkey! Long time since I've seen you in chat that I can remember. In-game time is, oh my god, it is actually 6:32 in game. That is amazing. GG. Unfortunately, it's not early autumn, late summer. So it's a bit darker in game than it is in real life, and I just did a wheelie! It was warm this summer, plus he must have spread a lot of fertilizer. Which would be true if it wasn't as hot as it actually was this summer. Definitely in Ireland. Because what happened with the heat wave this summer is not only did the grass get a lot of sunshine, which is usually good for it, but the heat actually caused the grass to shut down. The grass just stopped growing. That level looks a bit sick. Now it's brighter outside in real life. Really quite nice blue skies. And I live on the dark side of the house, so I'd be seeing something like this if it was equal light levels. You only just got in your tray. Ah. Grass and iron, yeah, the grass and iron started to grow very late as well this year because of the snow. Like it was just the worst year possible for farmers. You had the snow and the start of the year, which stunted the grass at the very beginning for first cut, and then after first cut you had the heat wave, which stunted the second cut. It was just the perfect level of nope for farmers. Stark there. Well, you're a lot further east than me, Sander. You're so far you're so far to the east of me that you're actually an hour ahead of me time-wise. How are we doing for compaction? 59% compacted, that's not terrible. And ooh, hey, look, this is suddenly looking like a real pit. You're Dutch but live in Denmark. Ah. Be dark in an hour then? Yeah. Give it another hour or two, it'll be this dark in real life. Sun's long gone here. It's on its way down here, but I'm quite far west, so it'll still be bright for another probably hour or so. Yeah, if he's in Denmark, Denmark's quite far east of you. Why you always stop changing clocks? 2019, I think, is the last year that it'll happen. If laws get passed to end daylight savings in the summer. Which they really should. Because all it succeeds in doing is screwing up everybody's sleeping pattern for like a week. And compared to where I am, I'm quite central in Ireland, dude. It's definitely less west of you than Denmark is east of you. Especially Copenhagen. 73% now. If you're wondering why I'm cutting into the silage here, it's just so that I can get more compaction out of it. It seems that when the little compaction animation happens, when you knock down a little lump, it actually brings up the compaction level faster than just rolling over it like this. Something that I've kind of figured out over time. I don't know if it's true, but it's something that seems to be true. Something that I'd actually love to ask Giants about, come to think of it, is like, how exactly does is compaction calculated with silage? Is it down to like the levels at which the animations happen, or is it just down to like weight and how long you spend driving on it? European Parliament is having debate to remove the restrictions that enforce daylight savings. It will then, if that gets passed, which I think it has been passed, it'll then be up to individual governments whether or not they want to use daylight savings time moving forwards. And Ireland's come out on the side of what's the bloody point, which is the in my eyes the best side of that argument, because daylight savings was brought in during World War II to try and save fuel. And it's just kind of stuck around as a weird after effect since. Hey Bill, how you doing today, dude? Good Magnus, hello. Let's change song, because that's atrocious. Pretzel's playing some really bad stuff today, unfortunately. My luck is not good with Pretzel. England doesn't, you'll be an hour on the difference. That doesn't make much of a difference to Ireland, though. It's just a difference with England. Might break some electronics, though. But, that'll all be fixed within a year or two. Oh, nice Bill about pictures, though. Although it's not good to you that you've not been doing too well. Hope you feel better soon, dude. It is incredibly sad that your family's having to leave Cobra. It's kind of as little as there is, it's kind of a bit of farm sim history disappearing, even though it's in real life. Definitely a bit of your family history disappearing. Same reason that there's a lot of farms shutting down, Adam. It's just not financially viable anymore to be for them, which sucks. Yeah, it's happened to more and more farms every year, so. as sad as it is, there's just more and more stories piling up. So it's, even though it's super dark, and I know that it's probably quite hard to see anything, I do need to get the animals sorted. Let's turn on the lights in this shed. There we go. Yeah, it's a thing that's happening everywhere. Farming's just not paying as much as it used to, and not able to sustain as much as it was. Able to sustain more people, so the costs are being driven down by the sheer fact that farms are being, the big industrial farms are more and more productive every year, and the small family farms can't really increase production to match. So you find that most of the farms that are going under are, unfortunately, family farms. Well, it's a, like, even though you don't live on a bill, it's still a part of your life, and it sucks that through no fault of your own or your family's being taken away. And being forced away as well. If it was a choice to give up farming, I'm sure it'd be a bit easier. Most farms are rented, most in the UK as well, especially. I don't know about Ireland. I don't know exactly how farms work in Ireland, but I know for sure in the UK most farms are big estates that are sublet. I think it's the low crop prices are doing it in for a lot of farms, more than anything else. Like, more than bank loans, more than financial crisis, more than anything else. It's the low crop prices, because the big industrial farms are able to produce so quickly and so heavily that the buyers just don't want to pay the amount the family farms would need. Why would they pay twice as much for the same thing when they can get it cheaper from an industrial-sized farm? It's a strange system. It's an old historical thing, Sander. It's a very old historical thing dating back a few hundred years in the UK. Alright, back in 98. Yeah. As the prices are very likely to never go back up. They're only going to decrease more and more, so as time goes on, you'll see more and more family farms shutting down and more tenant farms shutting down, because the money's just not there to sustain them. It sucks. It sucks that so many farms are shutting down or being sold off. Coping fine. Your farm's one of the rare outliers then, Ali. What's done for a lot of Irish farms is actually the sugar beet industry dying. When the sugar beet factories were moved to Poland or wherever they got moved to, that really just killed a lot of farms there and then. Because the farmers had only ever done sugar beet, and now they're being told, no, you can't do this anymore, there's going to be no buyer. There's going to be nowhere to sell your produce. You know, a lot of the farms around me are still family owned as well, but that's because they're privately owned. And they might not be run the greatest, but they're being run well enough to survive for now. Organic sugar beets. There's no point in growing sugar beets at all in Ireland. Look, there used to be, when I was growing up, there used to be sugar beet trains going to the sugar factories, and they closed the factories down. So there's no need to do the beets at all anymore. Let's turn that light on as well. I think that's really all we can do for this in-game day. We got OSR in all of our crop fields. We've got grass fields mowed and dealt with. We do need to roll them yet, so that's going to be the next job, I think. Ireland, I think, had one sugar factory and that got shut down, so even that's gone for us. You know, Irish farms are reliant on Ireland needing produce, and Ireland's needing less and less. Yeah, there's a ton of Irish, like, most Irish farms are family farms, so they're kind of lucky in that sense. But, in the UK and other countries, not so lucky. Like, sugar beet now is nothing in Ireland, it's useless. Was there one from... I don't know if there was one from I don't actually know where the sugar factories were. All I remember is the sugar beet trains going up and down the track. Just being jam-packed with sugar beets, and even they're gone. Let's skip to dawn. So you guys can actually see what's going on. There we go. How are the animals? The cows need hay and TMR. So I can just make up some TMR for the cows. You can turn off all the lights. We'll keep the beacon on just for safety's sake. We'll give the cows a bit more TMR. There was one in Mallow. That might have been where the trains were going. Although, I don't know. I don't know where the trains were going, actually. Because I live on the Limerick-Waterford line. They might have been going into Waterford or Limerick somewhere. Or stopping at Limerick Junction or something, I don't know. Yeah, I did plan on nicking it before the stream, but I kind of ran out of time. I saw the changelog. Gonna be stealing that later tonight and putting an Irish number plate on the back. Ireland's pretty big in sugar beets. I gotta slow down sugar beet production. The country should never be reliant on a crop. Mallow on that line, no. If I want to get to Cork by train, I actually gotta go to... I bet I can make it myself, it's not a big deal. I know my way around Photoshop enough to change a number plate. But apparently I'm so bad at GE that I can't get ad strips to work, and I don't quite know why. I'll need to look into how on earth I managed to fail at putting an ad strip on something, because that's one of the easiest damn edits you can do. It's frustrating as hell that it didn't work. So is there TMR here? Oh, there is. Let's mix this up into TMR real quick, even though there's only 400 odd litres. The joy of this is I can faff about a bit while it's mixing into TMR, because I do have the mixer wagon fix. Another thing that I stole from the server build is the canola straw mod, because that makes sense to me. Just does it off your channel's Facebook page. I need to do that with mine. You're now a modder unless somehow you fail to putting in ad strips, which is somehow what I've managed to do. Although it was to a lawnmower, not a tractor, so that might have been the reason. What? Oh! Rear wheel was stuck. Let's lock these bales on. Lift. Drop. Spinny roundy bit. Pull this forwards. And open the hatch. Rusty mixer won't my cows get sick. I have seen far rustier mixers in real life, Sander. This mixer is very new looking for an Irish farm. I think most farmers around Ireland would be very happy to have a mixer that clean looking. When am I announcing the news? When it's arranged enough that I actually have something to announce. The current state of things is I've accepted a request for something, and basically all of the organization now has to happen. Once it's organized enough that I can give you guys some actual hard information, and I need to tell you, Bill, about this, I'll send you a PM on Discord after the stream. I want to tell you about this. A Shadowbox knows, Glengar knows, a few of the guys know. The guys on TeamSpeak for the most part know. But once it's all sorted, I will let you guys know what on earth I've been keeping a secret for the last few days. And it'll probably be a couple of weeks before I can tell you. You've not been on TeamSpeak, Matt! No idea what I'm on about. The thing I was talking with you about on Monday, Glengar. I'm working with Giants now. If I was, I wouldn't have said earlier that I was unemployed. Actually be quite happy to work for Giants, actually. Whoops. Got a job at the FBI, totally. Any new mods today? No, I don't think there'll be mods for a little while. Giants did say, or Lizartan did say in the mod testy topicy thingy that testing's on hold for a while to allow for FS19 QA testing. I don't know how long testing is going to be on hold for, so I can't say if it's going to be like a week, a month, or just it's done now. They've put all testing on hold, Bill, so the question of what's being tested and when is nothing's being tested for now. Which sucks. But I prefer to see FS19 be QA tested fully and come out, you know, as bug-free as it can. I don't think it'll ever be 100% bug-free. There's always going to be those little niggly ones that just, for whatever reason, can't be fixed. But it's definitely better for Giants to focus on 19 than to focus on testing mods right now. With the time of year that it is, and with 19 so close around the corner, it sucks for modders, it sucks for players. But in the longer term, it's the better thing to do. I want a shed, yes. That's totally what it is. How are we doing there? That's actually perfect. Brilliant. Yeah, they've definitely... Oh, Lanny's gone live? Oh crap, it's 7 o'clock! I've been enjoying myself so much I didn't notice what time it was. Yeah, that's gonna do it for today. Wow, okay. Nothing says fancy like a rolled R. I don't know why, but it just does. Just sounds fancier. Not on YouTube yet. He'll be on YouTube, it's just notifications are being a bit wonky on YouTube today. I'm moving. No. Time does fly when you're having fun, and I actually really enjoy playing about with silage and dealing with animals. So, that is going to do it for today. I'll be back tomorrow with more streamy goodness and a video for you guys. I'm not entirely sure what I'll do in the video, but I'll have a video. So until then, stay safe and goodbye.